Hey guys, Tom601, and today we find ourselves in Georgia. And I'll be honest, I've been watching fellow CC's Arcoon, and I feel like he posts like 2 or 3 Georgia videos a week. I know that's hyperbole, but he's always taking it out, and I look on with envy. And I'm like, you know what? Let's bring out Georgia, because one of the common little like bits of knowledge I keep on seeing people say is like Georgia's where you need to put the artillery plotting room. It's such an accurate ship. Adding the artillery plotting room is the best. It's like, you know what? We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that for 2 reasons. One, we're gonna try it out, and Georgia was one of my favorite ships the year it came out, and it still is a great battleship, and I do really enjoy it just because it has that higher fire rate for a battleship at the tier, but also because I think I figured out how Wargame is going to be implementing additional of the legendary mods or the epic mods. So yeah, we'll talk about that. But first off, we're gonna line up this shot on the Florida. You can see he was turned broadside. We were holding our shot, staying just outside of detectability. We're like, yeah, we're gonna get him, and yeah, nothing. Cool. Don't worry. We'll start chunking away at these people. But let's talk about the epic mods, because of course we had the grind for them last update, and today I was watching the community streams. If you're unaware, the community team, I have to say, a great effort by them. Every Monday they're now doing streams. It used to be that they would only do streams pretty much sometime either the Monday or the Friday of the update week, and that was really the only time they would do streams, or if they needed to promote anything. And you know, those were always fun. But now they've started cycling it weekly, and I really appreciate that. One, it lets us see them a little bit more, and two, it means I get to watch it and try to pick up on a couple of hints. And today, the good old Prince Blip was talking about the Forge. If you're not unaware what the Forge is, because well, you probably rarely use it, that's the section of the shop that you're supposed to go to use steel at. You know, the Missouri currency. And someone asked, you know, hey, new steel ships soon? He's like, maybe, or maybe there'll be other things to buy steel with. And that got my brain a turning, because additionally, Sailing Robin also had said that this next update, the one that we'll have patch notes for on Thursday, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, hit the ring-a-ling, the ding-a-ling bell, because you'll want to get those patch notes as soon as they come out. He said it's gonna be a spicy update, and in my head, that got my brain turning. I think epic mods, the way they're gonna have us buy new missions, is going to be with steel, and I think that could work out very well. One, it allows. It means that, like, if you're a veteran player, you've accrued a lot of this steel, you have the option to then invest it in certain ships, because what will most likely happen is you'll go use the steel to buy an epic mod mission, complete that mission, and then be able to apply it to one of your ships. They'll be the higher tier ships, because those mods go in the 4th mod slot, so tier 7, tier 8, or legendary tier ship. It encourages people to kind of go into ranked, especially if they don't want the Missouri or something like that. It encourages endgame activities. It's a nice total gameplay loop that emphasizes and definitely helps out with the idea of making the epic mods a late game thing that is pretty desirable, that ends up being earned by people who are in the end game, the only playing tier 7, tier 8, and legendary tier, and it already has sort of a built-in breaking system. It already has sort of a built-in scarcity thing with steel. I will say though, like last update, there was a ton of things of ranked. It was almost like they were trying to encourage us to accrue steel for a reason, and I feel like that could be the very reason they wanted us to start to accrue the steel. That's just my crackpot theory. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, let's get back into the game. We're up to 122,000 damage, and you can see we're kind of playing Georgia a bit passively, trying to play it from the back, use the accuracy of the ship. We've already buffed our dispersion by quite a bit, and we do have these two battleships who I'm going to assume are wanting to will to rebuild off of each other. We have an Iowa who's incredibly weak, but we do have this Florida giving up some broadside, so we're going to try and get some damage out of him. There we go. We pick up the high caliber now, and we bring him down to what I'm going to call will to rebuild range. You know, he is now, his health is just based on how much will he has to do the rebuild. And you may say, Tommy, at this point you should probably focus on Florida, and I would usually say yes, but we have Nagato going broadside. And if we can get both of these fine gentlemen down into the will to rebuild range, you know, then it makes it so that now whoever is making the bigger mistake, whoever is showing too much broadside, they're the one we can concentrate. They're the one we can wipe off of the map and then be able to proceed. Nagato goes down there. We're going to go ahead and line up our shot against Florida, remembering, of course, that we overmatched the majority of Florida. Florida being a tier 6 battleship that has 25 millimeter armor pretty much all around. Unfortunately, our shots don't make it there in time, but we've pretty much cleared off this side of the map and done pretty decent, 174,000, but there's still two more boats out there, but we've pretty much all but wrapped it up. As far as my thoughts on using the epic artillery plotting room mod on Georgia, I think it works fine. Like, I think one, being able to improve an already accurate boat, increasing its like very high stats is always a good way to go. It's always better to try and influence something into to expand its good attributes, and I think that's what we've done here with the Georgia. So all in all, I think it works out. I'll go ahead and kind of fast forward to the end because, well, we get a couple of shots in on the Saipan, and that's about it. So guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.